Greetings, Android users. This is Reverend Kyle, your Minister of Mobile Devices, and in this video I'm going to show you how to change your Build.prop file so that certain games that don't want to cooperate will run on whichever device you have. Now, for this video I will be using my HP touchpad running CyanogenMod 7, and this process, though, should work for any phone running Android. So let's get started. Now let me give you a demonstration of why I need to modify my Build.prop. I have downloaded Asphalt 6 Adrenaline from the market. It is a dime this week, apparently. Thank you, Google, for that. If you're watching this video after that, I'm sorry you missed out. So here we go. I'm going to start the application and give you a demonstration of the most annoying thing ever. Your device is not compatible with this game. Please request a refund. Well, no. So let's fix this. What we're going to need to do this is the ES File Explorer. Now you can download ES File Explorer free from the market, and let's start that up here. Two things we need to do, and let me show you. This is what the main ES File Explorer screen looks like. Now what we have to do is we actually have to go into the settings here. So we're going to go into the settings, and down near the bottom here, Root Explorer, only for rooted devices. So yes, your device needs to be rooted, which you have an Android device, chances are it's rooted. Check that off. Dear user, your experimental blah blah blah, hit yes. And a super user request will come up and allow that. Okay, so now you need to mount the file system, and what this will do is give you the opportunity to modify things in your system folder. So let's put a check mark there, and now we have our system directory mounted as writable. And let's go back. Now I know there are multiple ways of doing this, but what I typically do is hit the star and then I choose phone. Now this is the main root structure of our phone. So when you're rooted, you have the ability to modify things in here, specifically in the system folder. So we're going to go to the system folder, and you have a file here called Build.prop. So I'm going to select that, and I'll just choose one of these. Okay, well, let's not choose that one. Let's choose ES Note Editor. Okay. Here's your Build.prop. Build.prop is short for Build Properties. This is the file that your device uses to identify your device to whatever app or the market or whatnot. Most of the stuff in here will be specific to your model. There are quite a number of things that you can modify in here, and you can get into a lot of trouble with this. So the nice thing about this is we can make a backup of it first. So let's highlight and copy, and let's just go back, and I'm going to put it on my SD card just for safety measures. Okay, Build.prop was copied successfully. So now I have a copy of my Build.prop here, and I'm going to go back to my phone using the star and back into system. So now that I have a copy of it, I can feel free to manipulate it a bit. So let's open it back up in ES Note Editor. Okay, for the purposes of the HP touchpad specifically, and for Adrenaline 6 or Asphalt 6 Adrenaline and some other things, there are two lines specifically that I need to modify. The first one is ro.product.model. So mine says HP touchpad right now. I'm going to erase that. Whoop, went a little too far. Okay. So I'm going to change this to be the GT dash I 9100. That is a model of a different product that seems to be very friendly to market applications. Now, it's not made by HP, so I also need to change my ro.product.brand, which is directly below it, and I will change that to Samsung. Be aware that I did not capitalize the brand name. That's not a problem. The model number I did capitalize just because I think I need to. Okay, so now I have edited those two lines, and I'm going to save it. So I'm going to hit Menu and Save, and it'll tell you that it was saved successfully. Now, if I go back and leave the ES File Explorer, I have to reboot in order for this to take effect. So I will do a quick reboot here. Alright, the device is rebooted. So now I will go and start my, I'll let set CPU take into effect. Okay, so I will go back into my Gameloft game, Asphalt 6. Checking require. There we go. So now it wants to download the additional data, which I will. This will take a moment, several moments, and I'm not going to get into this. The game runs relatively well on the HP touchpad. There is some screen resolution issues, so it looks a little cropped in the main page when you first start the game. I can assure you, though, that the gameplay itself is fantastic. So by all means, if you do have this device, get this game while it's still a dime. And if you're watching this far after that effect, then unfortunately you'll probably pay full price. So, oh, and by the way, I will put a link because I know the first thing I'll be asked is, what is that awesome background live wallpaper that you have? I will put a link to that in the video description. So again, this has been Reverend Kyle, and I'm showing you how to edit your Build.prop file.